we got dating in Gen Z makes absolutely zero sense. And I'm low-key with him on this, cause yeah, I don't feel like getting too much into it, but talking stages, not it, not it at all. Getting ghosted, mm, yeah. Let's get into the video.
We're still hitting my phone talking about my license has been suspended. Two, the realization that I've now hit a point in which if I fumble the next girl I'm messing with, she might genuinely go get married to the next guy. I thought to myself, damn, maybe I really gotta lock in for real with these next girls that I come across. When I only then started to realize how much bullshit you have to put up with when it comes to dating in 2025. It's the 21st century, in which the dating game has changed completely compared to the generations before us. Studies show that over 50% of relationships start from some form of online, meaning there's roughly a 40% chance of you actually finding your future wife in the real world. And if you don't find her out there, fuck! Because meeting over the internet now sucks you into the inevitable games you'll have to play when it comes to online dating. That you
Yeah, I wouldn't even recommend getting onto that online stuff. You got scammers, catfish, getting ghosted. It's just way too many rabbit holes you can fall down. And that's not happening around these parts, brother.
absolutely don't want to partake in. Don't get it twisted. Hella people are still dealing with nonsense even after meeting in person. But at least then you could skip a lot of it. If you were to go back in time just a few decades ago, online dating was still a thing. However, it wasn't as mainstream. Old school websites like Match.com or even eHarmony did exist. However, you would be perceived as a literal weirdo if you actually used them. And if you were to go even more decades back, the concept of online dating didn't even fucking exist. This means that the majority of generations before us were literally forced to meet in real life some way, somehow. There was no sitting behind a screen throwing up absolute Hail Marys in the DMs. Instead, you had to actually go up to that girl you thought was bad and converse with her face to face.
What? No way.
You thought was bad and absolute
Brain rock?
Hail Marys.
No.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No,
Whoa, no!
no.
That is not.
In the DMs. Instead, you had to actually go up to that girl you thought was bad and converse with her face to face. There was no mass swiping on a fucking dating app praying you get at least one match. Instead, you had to actually be a damn human being and figure out how to meet people organically. Times were simply
Organically.
different. Every time I'm talking to an older person and the conversation of dating comes up, there never fails to be an instant disconnect. Like we live two completely different lives.
Listen here, kiddo. You gotta be a gentleman. Ask her out on a date. Pick her up. Make sure you open the door for her. Bring her flowers.
Flowers on the first date.
Yo, Gramps low-key moving bag right now, bro. I don't know, bro.
These bitches don't want flowers no more, Gramps. They want a 444 from Wendy's in an empty parking lot.
Last time I brought flowers to a first date, she said I was doing too much, Gramps.
What about setting up the date? Back in my day, we used to ask her out in person, during or after school, outside gatherings, maybe even a spontaneous phone call.
Huh, I mean, we still be doing that too. Dog, I don't even know what the hell to say to her right now, bruh.
Oh, dang. They just brought back a memory. Well, let's get back into the video. Let me not discuss it.
Too many words, bro. Cut it out, bro. What do you mean too many words, bro? You're sending too many words. We're sending messages, not essays. Alright.
This is hard to watch.
Whoa, bro. No emojis. No emojis, bro. Why can't I send emojis?
Bro, too chalant. It's too chalant. We gotta be nonchalant, bro. Girls love it when you don't care. Bro.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what?
That is how it is, though. Because it's like the moment people think you're showing too much emotion or something, it's just nothing but ghosted.
I'll remove the emojis, bro. Alright. Damn, she answered me quick as hell. She's really messing with the kid. Hold on, let me text back right now.
Whoa, cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
What?
Bro, you can't answer too quick, bro. You're gonna come off too needy. We don't want to look desperate, bro. Let it marinate. Give it some time.
Oh my god, man, fuck all your rules, bro.
I got this.
has one of the most warped perceptions when it comes to forming genuine connections, as we tend to worry about shit that shouldn't matter at all. If you start talking to someone new in today's time, it's almost like you guys are both competing for the gold medal in the nonchalant Olympics, because for some reason showing you care has become a bad thing. This shit even happens before you started talking. Should you go up to that girl at the gym? Should you get her IG or should you get her number? What do you even say after you get her number? Hell, some people don't even want to go up to a girl in person anymore because they're so worried about what comes after.
It's like it's just too many steps and rules. It's messed up.
They're all shit that shouldn't matter at all. I couldn't tell you the amount of niggas I've run into within my day-to-day life that will genuinely fight you if you tell them to go holla at a girl in real life. Whole time they're the ones who pointed her out first. Motherfuckers would rather play Inspector Gadget to find this bitch's social media than to just go up to her and say hi. What the f? I always find it funny how hella people now think it's weird to go up to a girl that you think is cute, when in the past you had literally no other choice. Like, if you didn't go up to her, you probably will never see her again. Our ancestors are probably looking down at us wondering where the hell did we go wrong, bruh. Not only do you have to jump through hula hoops and obstacle courses when it comes to talking to new people, but you have to now deal with them too. And fuck, have we lost the plot. The year is 2025, in which every person I know's expectations are through the fucking roof. Gone are the days where two people would enter a relationship both trying to bring 100. Instead, you're lucky if the person you end up with is even trying to bring 15. We got guys out here who are looking for girls who could cook for them, clean for them, be the primary caregiver when it comes to the kids, all while working 40 hours a week. Girls are out here looking for guys who could fund their trip to the islands, despite being in their early 20s. It's just a complete disaster. Not to mention, hella guys don't even know what they're looking for in their woman to begin with. It's like when you ask a girl what she's looking for in a guy, she'll start talking for so long you would have thought she's reciting her fucking bucket list. Ask a nigga what he's looking for in this girl. You're lucky if he doesn't go nonverbal. I swear there's a constant disconnect between the two genders because for whatever reason, everyone still clings on to values and beliefs like times haven't changed. None of us are like our parents. We don't live in a time or place where the men have to go to work while the women stay at home and take care of the house. Anyone can do anything. It's like we're a bunch of non-traditional people who grew up in the Western world still clinging on to traditional values.
All this is interesting because it should not be this difficult. Like, there should be no reason I'm thinking about what I should text in a smooth, orderly fashion, not trying to be too chalant, but not trying to be too nonchalant, while really just doing this and texting at the same time, while reading in the back of my mind, like, what's about to go on, and then I'm just like, what's about Let me stop yapping.
That we were never a part of. People are forgetting in the older days, men literally had to provide for women. Like, they literally didn't have the ability to do it themselves. However, time has passed in which these same rules don't apply anymore. Yet for some reason, hella people still play as if that's the case. Some only do when it's convenient for them. You could be messing with a girl, but all it takes is one conversation until she utters the Hall of Fame.
I just feel like as a man, you should do.
Oh my god. Anytime I've heard this phrase, I tend to partially go deaf because the shit that comes after it is never good news. It's one thing if what's being said kinda makes sense, even if there isn't really substance behind it.
I just feel like as a man, you should know how to drive. Real men know how to drive.
I mean, I guess. But when you start hearing shit.
All right. I got a story time for y'all. Now, this isn't mine. This is somebody that I know. So I have a friend. He was texting this girl. He asked her, what does she look for? I guess, one of the first things she said was something about driving. And that really had him in shambles, I guess. But I understand the dude. But anyway, let's get back into the video.
Like,
I just feel like as a man, you need to be working all the time. Because what kind of man isn't hardworking? Oh, but you also need to have time for me. Because a real man makes a woman his priority. Oh, and he also needs to pay for literally everything. Like my bills, rent, hair, lashes, nails. Oh, can't forget my shopping sprees. And don't ask for anything in return. Because a real man would never ask a woman for anything.
what? Not to mention, I have yet to hear a nigga drop this phrase in my day-to-day life ever. Like some miraculous way, I've only ever heard this come from women, as they then proceed to try and morph you into the imaginary perfect individual they want you to be. And I dare you to go tell a bitch how she should act as a woman. Watch how fast you get labeled with every single negative trait that's out there. But I mean, the old saying goes, men grow up being taught how to treat women, women grow up being taught what to expect from men. So
Yeah.
shit, what do I know? In today's day and age, it ain't uncommon to be labeled with some of the most dumbass buzzwords or come across ridiculous theories that never fail to piss you off. Whether it be coming from the blind leading the blind of a friend group or the TikTok philosophers we all seem to follow, there's deadass a new term that's applicable for everything. Depending on your overall dynamic or how long you've been talking with this girl, you'll notice eventually you're going to start having real conversations. However, if you ever tell her what you're not comfortable with or start setting boundaries, that's now being toxic. If you ever tell her you prefer she doesn't wear a certain outfit while she's on a night out with her and her friends, that's now being controlling. If you ain't cool with her having her ass out all over her Instagram, somehow you're now being insecure. If you're ever in a disagreement with her and don't blindly fold to what she's telling you to do, you're now labeled sassy. If something ever pissed you off and you decide to be open about it and actually voice your concerns, you're now being too emotional. There's just no fucking winning. And just like any other nigga out there, I ain't no saint. I've definitely said some things or done some things in the past that I probably shouldn't have, meaning depending on the situation, these terms or phrases may actually be applicable. However, when the girl you're dealing with has the buzzword badge on Hall of Fame, I promise you it won't be long until you start genuinely going insane. In today's time, if you've been messing with a girl in which you have both confessed your love for each other, have been fucking, go out, talk every single day, yet somehow haven't made anything official, congratulations, you've now successfully entered a situationship. Yo, what have you and your girl been saying these days, bro? Like, y'all still holding it down? Bro, she's not my girl, bro. You mean y'all aren't together anymore? Bro, it's complicated, bro. Shit, I mean, is it really that complicated, though? It's like you're either together or you're not, you know what I mean? Well, bro, we constantly say we love each other, go out all the time, talk every day. I told you, bro, it's complicated. We're in a situationship, bro. So y'all are both still single, or?
This video is overly realistic. Sheesh.
Oh, bro, come on, bro. In an exclusive situationship, bro. Then you have the Hall of Fame internet theorists. And sometimes it seems like these people are onto something, but it's gotten to a point where there's a fucking theory for literally everything.
You're supposed to light up, you know, be shining and attract things to you.
Oh, so like you mean attract, don't chase?
Nope, that's the lamp theory. You know, like how the lamp attracts moths to it and it doesn't move because it's shining.
I swear I just said that, bro.
The first person you fall in love with will be the only person you truly love.
Is that even true?
It's the first love theory. When a man deems himself ready to start dating, he takes the next girl he comes across serious.
I mean, what else was he supposed to do?
Nope, that's the taxi cab theory. A woman will never truly get over the man she meets at 19.
What the hell are you even talking about, bro?
The 19 theory. The 3-month rule is
what on earth is the 3-month?
when the relationship comes to an end around 3 months because the honeymoon phase has also come to an end. But don't forget, there's not just
Nah. One theory I do believe in is the October theory. Because this is so much stuff that happens in October. So many canon events, trials and tribulations. Like I'm telling you, the October canon event, whatever theory, that's the only one that I believe.
3-month rule because then there's the 6-month rule, 1-year rule.
All in all, dating in Gen Z has become its own psychological warfare. You gotta play a bunch of games, people have unrealistic expectations, there's a bunch of dumbass sayings, blah blah blah. It's no surprise that half of our generation isn't even trying to date to begin with. They say the person you decide to marry will be one of the most important decisions you ever make in your entire life. So don't let this video discourage you from actually getting out there and finding the one, as experiencing love is probably one of the most, if not the most beautiful thing to experience, as long as it's genuine. A few weeks ago, I was out for sushi with one of my friends in which we were talking about dating and our overall past experiences, causing her to talk about a story about an ex that messed her up. I told her to not let one bad strawberry ruin the whole batch, in which she responded by saying, "David, I don't know about you, but if I open a pack of strawberries and I see one of them went bad, I'm throwing the whole pack away," which made me realize, damn, there's really two types of people when it comes to dating for real. The ones that look for good in the bad, and the ones that don't give a fuck about the good once they've seen bad. So you tell me, which one are you?
I don't know. If you've watched the whole video, leave that down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, we're out.
Right now.